I give this year C minus. The receivers had a good year, you know what I mean? Somewhat. True to it, nation. Let's go.
I ain't taking none from nobody. No man, no woman, not nobody.
All right, y'all, as we know already, you know what I'm saying? Colorado has had a rough season this year, you know what I mean? Started off 3-0. They won 3, lost 2, won 1, lost everything else. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. That's okay. First, things happen. But it's been a little rocky offensively and defensively. Offensive line, defensive line. Of course, need to have a makeover on both O line and D line. Really, I ain't gonna make no excuse for none of the guys, man. It was tough sledding at almost every position. Of course, we got good play out of our quarterback. The receivers had a good year, you know what I mean? Somewhat, you know. Weaver showed out, of course, you know. Travis showed out, of course, and Jimmy, when Jimmy was called on, he did his thing. We had some freshmen out there showing out as well. Uh, we didn't really get to see much from the running backs because it really wasn't much line to block. So we can unveil the run game, like of course, like I'm sure they wanted to do. But overall, I give this year C minus. If I'm gonna compare it to last year, I give it a C minus. You know what I'm saying? Uh, as far as Coach Prime standards, I don't believe this is a success for him. But if you're looking at the small things, it was. You know what I'm saying? More first downs, more points scored. They had the same conference record, yeah, but games were closer. You feel me? They scored more. Games was closer. It was more excitement, And with Coach Prime being there, man, cameras gonna be there. The lights is gonna be shining bright at those games. Uh, Wish the guys could have dug a little deeper, pulled these games out. You know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason it was, we went 4. Well, right now we are sitting at 4-7, trying to go 5-7 on the year. And it's gonna be a tough game against Utah. I was watching just trying to get acclimated with Utah's team. You know what I'm saying? I was watching some clips. The team can be had. You know what I mean? Offensively, they are high flying team. They done had a few struggles too, but they got a powerful offense and defense. But I seen the quarterback kind of get rattled. Whenever if you get pressure in there on him, he's gonna make mistakes. Now the thing is, we got to get some push from that defensive line. You know what I'm saying? And speaking on the defensive line, you know, we got Warren Sapp that's about to be joining the coaching staff. And that's going to be a big positive, you know what I'm saying, having Warren Sapp out there. First off, help instill some meanness. They help instill some fight on that defensive line. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So with that said, we all know Warren Sapp coming to Colorado. But let's see what, this is earlier in the year right here. But this just a little something, a little teaser to let you know what's to come.
It seems, Warren, that he wants to invest in you. I don't know if you caught this when Prime was on this show on Friday. This is what he had to say. No, this is what he had to say when I brought up the subject of you and Irv being at the some practices. This is what he said. You think Sapp's going to be on your staff at some point?
Dion? I do. I really do. And I want him to be. I love that. I can't. But it's different. It's different, Rich. You got guys like that. The only reason they won't go into coaching because of the time, allocated. I don't need all that. Like, I know him. I know what I need. You don't need to come here and sit around all day. Come in the morning. We practice at 9. We're on the field at 9. Get those kids ready in the morning meetings. Work your butt off on the field. After watch film with them, go home. You're home by noon. I don't need you here all day like that. I'm not that type of coach. It don't take all that. But I think more NFL athletes.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We get the gist of what he's saying. He's saying, look, we don't need you here all day. We need you to come here and watch some film with them boys, break that film down. Let them know what they're doing wrong. Let them know what they're doing right. You know what I'm saying? Push them, tell them some stories, them NFL stories, get the dog up out of them, pull that dog up out of them, pull that fire, that meanness up out of them, and let's get ready to play, man. Next year is gonna be a hell of a year. I don't think Warren Sapp gonna be the only change that's made. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we might have some kids leaving. We're gonna have kids coming, of course. That's how it is. And I believe Coach Prime is gonna be rebuilding. But before we do that, we got one more game to take care of, and that's the Utah Utes. I believe that the football team will finish strong. I'm calling it now. I'm a gambling man. Colorado for the win. Colorado for the win. And it don't just feel like this is not a fan pick for me. You know what I mean? I really believe that they can win this game. I've seen enough to see Colorado got it. You just got to know how to. That's how I know they haven't really fully gelled as a team too. You know what I'm saying? Because the way they're losing in the trenches, yeah, but like they're losing close games. You know what I mean? A family type bond between the team will take care of those moments right there. You know what I'm saying? Being able to fight a little harder for each other whenever them times matter. You know what I'm saying? Like a little more brotherhood within them, and it's gonna come together next year. You feel me? I know I'm not touching on everything, but just touching on something. You know what I'm saying? Colorado Buffaloes over Utah. I believe it's gonna be like a TCU game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going high scoring. I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna say in the 40s, somewhere around 35-31, some way, somehow. 35-31. That's what I'm going with. Happy well, it's not Thanksgiving anymore, but happy belated Thanksgiving to you guys. I did cook a mean turkey, a hell of a ham, yams, mac and cheese. Stop playing. I ain't gonna get into it. But happy holidays, the one that passed and the one that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? To everybody, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel. When I reach 1K, my first 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving out $50 to 6 people. So what you got to do is hop up in the comment section of these videos. You feel me? I'm going to go through my videos, take a look at the comment section, pick me 6 people, and then shoot them $50 to their cash app. Excuse me. But thank y'all for supporting me, man. We out of here.